What's up? It's me, Butterfly to Light, and we are here with Sun and Taurus, Mars and Virgo. Wow. So yeah, off top, this is a pretty serious placement. This placement is all about money and you know money and doing the things that they love, being able to acquire the things that they love, the life they want to live by having that money because they have a strong work ethic and that's just the way the world goes. As a matter of fact, I really feel like this person does not like to be out of some sort of routine. So work and whatever they're working on, they're going to be pretty serious about and they're going to work at it and work at it and work at it and until they get what they want. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if it's necessarily about you getting what you want. It's more about you doing what you have to do, and that's fine for you. It's what works. That's the direction you go in, the direction of what works. But this could be this place where you can be stubborn and stagnant because of the inability to want to embrace change. People that deal with you can pretty much tell what you're gonna do every day, what your schedule is like. So if it gets real personal, like they live with you, like they're your partner or something, they could tell what you're gonna do every day, what your schedule is gonna be, and you will prefer that they also acknowledge that and keep that in mind when dealing with you. Because it's like, man, okay, so you know that it is 7 o'clock, and 7 o'clock is like my wind down time where I get comfortable and I watch a couple TV shows before I go to bed to get up in the morning. But yet you have company over at 7. It's like, really? What was wrong with 6 o'clock? You know, it's one of those type things, and you can be very controlling, like, and it doesn't have to be controlling in a bad way, but like with a partner or someone that you're or something that you're going after, you're pursuing, just your demeanor in life, your approach to life, it could seem like you are controlling, but you control through, believe it or not, your verbal ability as well, because you have Mars and Virgo. So you may control somebody by saying or feel like that's what's necessary. That's what because you want to keep things safe and secure, and you feel like, well, if things that I'm doing and in my vicinity is controlled, then I can assure that everybody is safe and I'm good. Okay. And if you're in a relationship or something like that, or have kids and they're in close vicinity with you or just dealing with you on a personal level, it could then expand into you controlling them as well, like keeping up with their schedule, trying to keep them on track, but at the same time criticizing what they do. So like if they get off a schedule, it's not as petty as a schedule. Understand that. It's real general about what this could be. But it could be you criticizing like, okay, so you can't stay on schedule, then how do you expect to graduate out of high school? While yes, it's good to be able to get people to see routine and the importance of it. And it's good to have some type of work ethic and structure. That's necessary, that's needed. But other people could feel like you're tearing them down versus building them up. So just really think about that, when you approach your situations, and if you have a bit of information, or when having a bit of information to offer that can be helpful to others, then, leave out the extra stuff like, well, how do you expect to graduate from high school? Just let them know, routine is something, and consistency is something that actually gets you to the place that you want to be and that you want to go. Okay? But, yeah, so it depends. Like if you have this placement and you want to go and, and really go after high goals and high dreams, you can do that. But it's just that if, let's say you're working for a company and and when entering the company, you felt like, okay, what I'm gonna do is just work my way up the ladder, or I'm gonna wait until the supervisor leaves, the head manager, and then I would have been here for such amount of time and years that when he leaves, I'll fill that position. But what if he doesn't leave? Then what? You get what I'm saying? So you got to be willing to expand yourself outside of what it is that you put in place as your plan. Understand that you can shape your plan accordingly and change it up accordingly as you go along. Like, okay, well, oh boy, don't look like he about to leave no time soon. Let me go after other places, other jobs where they're looking for some type of supervisor or manager position. Hey, you never know. You might go there and get paid way more, or it's easier to work your way up because it's a bigger company. You know, somebody quits the next week. So you got to remember that with your when you're going after your direction. Sometimes you'll be so fixated on what it is that you're doing that you don't. All you're seeing is it's what you know. All you're doing is what you know. Okay, you're not willing to travel down the path of the unknown, and it's okay. Loosen up. Have fun sometimes. You know. Have fun a little. What I will say is that I feel like, yeah, you guys can manifest quite a bit. You know, I honestly, Tauruses are really good at manifesting things that they want because of the simple fact that they are an earth element. And Virgo is an earth element as well, but Virgo is that workhorse. And Taurus is like, well, what do I need to do? What do I need to work at to get that money? And you're willing to sow the seeds that is necessary. You're willing to do that hard work and that work that's necessary that some other people run from. And their work ethic and consistency on how they work and what they're trying to bring in is not matching up. They may just be the dreamers to where they can talk a good game about what it is that they want to create and how they want to look. But when it's time to put in the work, they shy away from the work. You don't shy away from the work. And this makes you like a master magician. And you can create things, you can manifest things, but you got to be willing sometimes to break off and go into new directions. All right. So you may be attracted to a lover that is particular, particular about who she involves herself with, loving, beautiful, naturally beautiful, has some type of artistic demeanor about herself, except for it's, I mean, that is there, and like some type of musician, good with her hands or his hands, that likes outdoors, that likes food, the comfort of home, and the value that it brings. So you will, and with this placement, honestly, I feel like you just want the person to be realistic about that. So you could possibly say, well, look, you want to be, you this artist or whatever, and you feel like that's your value. You feel like that's part what makes you who you are. Okay, I embrace it, but what are you trying to do with it? Are you trying to go anywhere with it? If so, this is the realistic picture of what that may look like. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even within the person's capability of being artistic and having these interests, you're still gonna want them to feel like they need to achieve their goals in a more practical way. And you're another you're one of those people to where you like to be treated. You don't like people that's back and forth, that can't make up their mind, because if you feel like them not being able to make up their mind or being sporadic and all over the place is just you like, man, you can't get nothing done like that. It's unrealistic. It's not practical. Your behavior is not practical. And you'll take your time to commit. So you may not commit right off, but when you do, you pretty much, you'll work for your partner. You'll work to make sure things around the house gets done. You'll clean. You're all about handling responsibility. And that's why a lot of people would want to be in a relationship with you. You know, if you can manage to let up on the controlling and criticism, you could be a pretty good catch. Okay? So, you know, every now and then, expand your horizon, take some new chances, and enjoy life. And this has been Sun and Taurus, Mars and Virgo. Till next time. Peace.